Greetings and thank you for joining us for the 18th episode of the Young Justice Review on DC Animation with Spencer and Friends. This is an LMG Podcast Production. Today, I'm joined by a dear friend,
Hello, hello.
Cassidy's here joining us, and we love that Cassidy's here. Cassidy, I'm glad you're here.
I love to be here.
We're having a good time.
Great
We
time.
we really are. So, I appreciate you for joining us on this journey through DC Animation. Today, we will be reviewing Season 2, Episodes 9 and 10. So, Episode 9, Darkest. If this is your first time here, why? But thanks. But I will read a synopsis in my own words and then we're going to talk about it. So, we open in the Gulf of Mexico. Lagan is pissed off and being prepared for transport, and my nigga Black Manta tells Calder that the Light needs more proof that he's loyal. Calder is piloting a ship with the Terror Twins, Icicle Jr., and Tigress. The Terror Twins are skeptical of Calder and Tigress, and Icicle Jr. makes Tuppence uncomfortable. Impulse pulls up on Blue Beetle to hang out, and Mal pulls up on Raquel to hang out. Blue Beetle and Impulse are having a great time when they are attacked by Aqualad's unit. Impulse steals his tracker, and they make a strategic retreat to the cave. That was the plan all along because the device allows Aqualad to hack into Mount Justice. Calder and his unit infiltrate the cave and defeat the squad. Blue Beetle tries one last attack but ends up getting subdued. Once Calder's unit and the hostages are out of range, Tigress detonates the bomb, destroying Mount Justice. Mal finds Sphere, Nightwing, Wolf, and Superboy alive after the explosion. Wally pulls up on Nightwing, who tries to explain the situation to him, but Wally is worried that Calder might actually be playing for the other team. Calder is finally made a member of the Light. And that's the episode.
That's it.
So, Lagan, we just opened with Lagan talking, and
Whining.
I'm really just like, I don't say Neptune's beard, don't say it, and he said it. I was
There it
like, well,
is.
okay, there it is. But yeah, he was like, I can't believe I once idolized you. Shut up.
Yeah.
Is really all I kept thinking. When anytime he talks, I'm just, shut up.
It's just noise. It's just so much noise every time. Just
It
please
really
stop.
is. Please stop. And so, of course, because Calder's playing both sides, they're like, could I kill him, sir? No, we're gonna send him off to be studied to our
Right.
friends. And that was the way to keep him alive. And then he injects him with some sleepy juice because shut the fuck up.
No one wants to listen.
No one wants to hear what you have to say. So, night night.
Mm-hmm.
And my nigga Black Manta comes in and he's like, uh, I trust you 100%, but the Light needs a little more proof.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? He killed Artemis as far as they know.
Yep.
What
What more do they need at this point?
what do
Like,
you need
yeah.
at this point?
Right.
So, and he's already brought you a bunch of kids. Like I again, they're right, but they
But
don't know
also,
that.
yeah, it's just like he's done everything and then some a little bit, honestly.
All the things. Like he has
Yep.
proven himself. Like to the point where again, Wally's worried. Like that's how well
Yeah.
he's proven himself. Wally is fully aware
Stressed.
of what's going on, and Wally's like, but is he
I don't
though?
know about it. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how well he's doing.
Yep.
So the acting, impeccable.
Yes.
Calder's acting through this whole thing. Whenever uh Calder was talking to his father, and like the face Calder made was saying like I will gain their trust and I will destroy whoever needs. I was like, oh, you meant that.
He will. He is on
Yeah.
a mission.
He yeah. And I'm like, Calder, did they teach you acting in mystical school? Because
Is that one of your classes that
that
you
one
can
of the electives
take?
you could take because you're doing a great job. Again, to the point where Wally is like, I mean, is he
Triple
even?
agent? Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, while the Light is right I'm mad at them because Calder's doing such a good job.
Oh yeah, they're 100% right. But also, how dare they?
Also, how dare, yes, you get it. So now they're on the little ship,
Mhm.
and the Terror Twins are there.
Yes,
Haven't seen them in a minute.
from my Ice People episode.
And one of your ice people is
Yep.
there too.
I don't know.
So,
I don't like associating with Junior though. I was watching this episode and I'm like, I don't like this kid. Ugh,
yeah, he's like more gross.
yeah,
And
you.
yeah. And so the twins are kind of just like talking out loud,
Yeah.
being like, yeah, like I don't know if Aqualight's got a soft spot for his old unit, yada yada.
Mm.
And and what about her over there? Oh, I don't know about her over there. And Calder's like, can we please just stay on mission? And one of them, Tigress, I think, was the one who was like, do you wanna talk to my nigga Black Manta about
Do you want to deal with
yeah,
it?
about his son and
Yep.
handpicked number two being untrustworthy? You want to bring that up? And he shut the fuck up
Yes, he did.
because that's, yep,
He does
that was
not
the
want
right
to have
answer.
that conversation.
You don't want to have that conversation. And yeah, Icicle Jr. was just all in Tuppence's face.
Yep.
And she was like, I don't know you. And he was like, but I know you. And I've been in
But
love with you since
but you don't know me.
you really don't. Get the fuck away from me.
Hmm.
And yeah, he was really just in her face. And
Hmm.
yeah, she was and also if that is how big has I don't remember, but was the brother was he always that big?
He seemed huge in this episode. Like when
Yeah.
he was next to Connor, I think at one point, I was like, since
How
when?
yeah, how did you pretend to be
Yeah.
so
Like
yeah,
the
that
bro's massive.
yeah, so in that 5 years he has doubled in size.
Ate a lot of protein.
Because I feel like in the episode where McGann and Connor were them, he was actually the same size. So it's like, is this a are these different Terror twins, or did he just grow that much in the
I
time?
know, I wondered that too, because yeah, when I saw him next to a couple people, I was like, oh my, like,
Like
mm,
how did Connor play you?
literally how?
Because he's significantly smaller than you are.
Yep.
But whatever. Again, maybe he just grew. Like he had his a late growth spurt. I don't know.
Who knows?
But Impulse shows up in El Paso. Like Jaime's minding his business, and Impulse is
Yep.
just like, "Hey, hermano," and Jaime's like, "Dude, the fuck are you doing?"
Gotta be low key, my guy.
Yeah, and he's like, that this whole secret identity thing, I don't get it, but let's hang out, let's chillax or whatever.
Hmm.
And Jaime's like, I mean, okay, sure. And he suits up, and they, just go hang out. They just go to an abandoned place and start
Nothingness. Yeah.
just doing boy
Being
shit.
boys. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
just being some boys.
yeah. And Mal pulls up on Raquel and he's like, "Hey, beautiful,
Hmm.
let's hang out." And she's like, "Oh, I'm busy."
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, well then I'll just come with you." And she says to him like, "I guarantee you're gonna be bored,
Yep.
but come on." And turns out she was right. He was bored, and he
A little
eventually is
bit.
just like, "You know what? I'm gonna go." But while those two were just out being boys, destroying rocks and, trying to impress each other, they get attacked by Aqualad's group.
Yep.
And of course, they are under the impression that they've won. And of course, the Scarab is talking mad. The Scarab is like, we could eviscerate everybody here, all of them,
Yep.
right now. And he's like, I mean, no, let's not do that. And then yeah, Impulse really thinks he's doing something. He gets the Like, how did they find you? Oh, this thing. So he
This that
gets,
I brought back with me.
yeah, a souvenir. And Nightwing is like, you motherfucker.
You idiot.
The rookie mistake. You brought foreign alien tech into my cave?
Yep.
Which again, all a part of the plan. But again, the acting is excellent.
Primo.
But yeah, I mean, and Impulse was, you know, good, I guess, to steal the thing that they're using to track and then take it to the home base where it can be studied or whatever. But
I should have run it by some people before bringing it all the way back.
yeah, but you call first.
Mm.
But okay.
But
S- Yeah, so uh that was the plan all along because of course the Terror Twins just like why'd you let the thing get stolen? And he's like about that.
watch this.
And then he pulls out a second one. He's like, "Why didn't you tell me you had a second one? How about you shut your fucking mouth and
Just go
understand that
on.
I'm running this. I
Yep.
got it. Thank you for your questions." But
Stop being annoying. Thank you. Bye.
yeah, like I've got a handle on this. Thanks. So yeah.
Yep.
Um whenever we see Aqualad just rise out of the water again,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I needed that.
So good.
And what's so funny is Sphere greets him and he's just like, hello. And then keeps moving. So I'm like, does Sphere know?
She's gotta.
She had like I don't know if it's a situation where Sphere knows everything or doesn't know anything.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's a situation where Sphere like
I don't
I'd be
know how Sphere absorbs
yeah,
information.
I would be surprised if Sphere is aware of everything that's happening. I would not be surprised if Sphere has no idea that Calder is on the other side.
Right.
Like Sphere's just like, "Oh, you've been gone a minute."
How's it been? Hey,
Yeah.
okay. Welcome back.
And then also with Wolf, uh Wolf smelled Artemis and was like, "Oh, we're good." And went back to sleep
Yeah,
because Wolf is familiar with Artemis.
right.
So, because Wolf knew. Everybody, nobody else, like everybody else could see, but Wolf was like, "Oh,
Oh, that's my go.
that smells friendly,"
Yeah.
and went right back to sleep, and then got collared,
Yep.
which worked out because I feel like Wolf would have known that Calder is playing for the other team, as far as they know.
Right.
But because Superboy doesn't know that what the situation is. But anyway, um, they all get into Mount Justice, and they defeat the squad pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that she tried to put a collar on Nightwing and he was like, "Ah, no powers. Gotcha." Which that's yeah, like she had to pretend to not know, yeah, all that.
Right. No, but it was funny. Just
It
the sassy, like,
it was funny. Like because again, it just showed like they're just so good.
it's a good
And
time.
let me tell you, that so one thing, I guess they had no qualms with putting their hands on children.
No, the way they just immediately just knocking the kids out
Yeah. Like,
with between Beast Boy and Impulse. I was like,
yeah,
excuse me?
he punched like Impulse
That
got
was
walloped
crazy.
because he got
Hated
snatched up.
that.
He got snatched up, and then like Impulse tried punching him. He's like, Jesus, what are
Yeah.
you made of?
I hated
And
that. Ugh.
yeah, he punched the shit out of that boy. And I think
Yeah.
he inhibitor colored him first,
Yeah, he made it an easier target.
then like again gave him a wallop,
Yup.
a
Ugh.
knuckle sandwich, if you
Hated
will.
it.
And so yeah, it was because
No.
and the way Beast Boy got hit, like that was I felt bad for him because he was like, "Oh, company."
I know he was just having a good little day, good little evening,
He
watching
was
his mom's show and
watching his
everything.
mom's
And
show.
I was like I even gasped when they hit knocked him out. I was like,
Yeah, Tuppence just I was like, "Oh, mm,
yeah. Ugh.
that is a boy."
A child.
He's a baby.
I don't care what he can do to you. He's a child.
Yes. But yeah. And then uh Calder's like, Mount Justice is mine. I brought a bomb, and here's a dead man switch. So that we're clear, if my finger comes off of this button for any reason,
Oh,
this thing, you remember what happened on Molina Island? You remember that? This is one of those.
take it out.
So I'm gonna leave my finger right here, just so you know. And they put an inhibitor collar on Blue Beetle as well. They're taking them as hostages. And it was one of those situations where, again, Calder has to play the game. It's like, we could kill him right now. And Calder's like, you will have your chance for revenge.
Mm-hmm.
It is not now. So, Blue Beetle tries to make one last stand because the Scarab is like, I have turned this collar off so we can go to work
We can do something
if
about
you let
this.
me.
Mm-hmm.
And because the Beetle or the Scarab was like, he's bluffing about the Dead Man switch. And Blue Beetle was like, I can't take that chance.
And how do you
And
know? Yeah.
and then it was like, oh my God, he was bluffing.
Yeah.
And then Calder had to hit him with some sorcery, some magic, right in the chest. And be like, oh yeah, hold that for me. And then he was like, I wasn't sure if that would work, but I'm glad it did.
I hate it. I was like, oh, that makes me uncomfortable when stuff like that happens. I'm like, I wasn't sure, but good. Like I was like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Magic is one of those things like don't matter. Everybody can get some with magic.
yep.
Like nobody is fully immune to magic because magic doesn't play by rule. Like magic has its own rules that don't care about other rules.
Right.
So yeah,
No rules there. Yeah.
they had to yeah, it was like magic and sedatives because
Yep.
he's still a person in there. So yeah, they had to knock him out, but they had to get his flesh in order to do it. So he's knocked out, and they're on the air vehicle. And whenever Calder's like, do it, we see Artemis being like, you sure about that?
Oh, yeah, are we actually want
You sure about that? And he says, do it.
to do it?
And they set that bomb off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
And Mal saw it and was like, somebody get down here.
Yep.
Watchtower, get people down.
Anybody, please.
The
Yeah.
mountain, the Hall of Justice is gone.
Obliterated.
Get somebody here right now. And so he makes his way there, and boy, Mal was the MVP of the episode.
Truly. Like, he was on his own.
Yeah, by himself, no
These people
powers.
escorted.
Yeah, he saw them in the water, immediately got in. Like, he saved their lives.
Yes.
Like, they would have died,
Yep.
including Sphere.
Yep. Because
I mean,
Sphere was trying to keep him up.
yeah,
Like,
but
uh,
that bomb is serious. Like, clearly, that the bomb destroyed a mountain,
yep.
like all of it to rubble. So, yeah, how you turn a mountain into a crater? Like that's a serious bomb. So, Mal saves everybody, and then we see that Wally pulls up on Nightwing. And Wally is like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on? Was all that necessary?" And Wally tries to receive an explanation, but is also like, I don't know about all
Mm-mm.
that. Because Nightwing says everything is on the flash drive. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
All of it. Every piece of information that we need is on this flash drive that he passed to me. Because whenever Calder gave him that gut punch, I was like, ooh, ah. That that
Oh,
that
doesn't
that
feel good.
that gut punch was serious. I was like, oh, that
Yeah.
acting is oh, because you can't fake that.
No, it felt real watching. I was like,
I mean, and of course he didn't put 100% into it, but like
It
he,
felt like 85 at least, and that
yeah, it
still
felt like
hurt
a
me.
pretty good amount of percentage.
Yes, I
And
was
he's Atlantean, so he's super strength.
no, all of it. It hurt me to watch that too because I was just like, man, I know we got to play it off, but my guy,
But yikes.
oh,
Yeah,
that's just he's just again, like they brought up earlier. I'm like, that's just a human right there. Like,
yeah,
careful.
that is a human man.
Yep.
And I know he didn't skip ab day, but ugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wally is just not really hearing it. Wally's like, I'm super worried about Artemis, and P.S., how do we know that Calder is still on our side? Because this shit seems excessive.
Mm-hmm.
And Nightwing keeps being like, I promise you it's on the flash drive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was necessary in order for Calder to become a part of the light because they didn't trust him, and they were right to not trust him because of the like,
All of us.
yeah, so like it had to be huge. So was this necessary? Yes, it was.
I feel
Because
for Wally anyway, though, because I was just like,
same.
I don't care. Everything's on the flash drive. You just decimated everything anyway.
Yeah. And Nightwing tried to be like, I mean, I know your souvenirs are gone. And I was like, oh fuck about that.
Yeah, I didn't like that from I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
That's not what this is about.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about
Relax,
the yeah,
everybody.
our items. No, like I'm worried about Artemis, but you blew up our home.
Yes,
Like, it's gone. And P.S. You almost died. And he was like, yeah, I
that
I
cutscene.
I was caught by the debris. That wasn't supposed to happen. But Calder gave us time to get out and yeah, like all that. It was all set up. So, yeah. I kind of wonder how I guess maybe Superboy was knocked out, but I wonder how Nightwing was able to like get all the information from the flash drive without Superboy knowing anything.
Yeah, it was a weird little thing.
Yeah. Regardless,
Had to
um,
happen.
had to happen. And honestly, it's a situation where I'm like, everybody's right. Because if I'm Wally,
Yeah,
I'm also like, what the fuck are we doing?
honestly.
Like, this was way too much. But if I'm Calder, I'm like, it had to be because they don't. I killed Artemis and they still don't trust me.
Yeah,
So I
I gotta do
had
more.
had to do something to like it's got to look real. Like we can't pull any punches, we can't hold back any like it's got to be something to actually lead them to believe that I have defected. And that was big enough to do it.
That says a lot to
Yeah.
just, oh, yeah.
Yeah. They had to sacrifice their home. And
Ugh.
so again, Calder's acting A1. And Calder is like he arrives home and his father's like, "Come with me." Light, I would like to introduce you to my son, Calderon. And he's like Raish was like, "We love a family tie, but you've done a really good job. Like,
It's so good.
I like everything
Wow.
you've done. So, welcome to the light."
Hmm.
Yeah, Raish was like, "Oh yeah, I'm impressed.
I'm a fan of your work.
Yeah, I like what you're doing." And so, yeah, welcome to the team. So, yeah, Calder's finally made a member of the Light or allowed access or, whatever. Like, I don't know if he's on like the board, but
Yeah,
he's, involved. And we like that. I mean, for what we need.
for what we need.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, so what do we think of this episode?
This felt like a episode to get somewhere episode for me.
Yeah, good
So
transition
definitely,
episode.
yeah, definitely
Or like
wasn't
a
one of
part
my
one.
favorites.
Hmm.
Because yeah, part one, like, because like obviously we're about to get into the meat of this arc of episodes for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Um, which made episode 10 made this episode make have more heft to it almost.
Yes. And
For
this,
sure.
I think that this was a proper part one, part two based on the
Yeah.
titles of the episode.
I was gonna ask about that too, because when I went to take my notes for these, I was like, darkest before the dawn.
Oh,
Ha ha ha.
uh-huh.
Um, so I was wondering that before I even watched them. But as a standalone, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I really liked the little moment that we did get with Beetle and Impulse. Like I think that was like a cute little friend. I like when we get little,
Well,
oh, they're
friendship.
cute little real things, the moment, and then immediately it was taken from us. But um did bring up some questions because I mean, in the sense of like I was upset that Wally was so upset, and I was just like, maybe he is. I don't know because like if Wally's in
Ah,
it and now he's questioning, I don't know what's happening.
yeah,
So it
that's the
was,
problem.
yeah,
And my thought is if Calder really defected, he would not have given Nightwing everything.
no.
Like, if Calder really defected, Nightwing would not have had as much information as he has. He wouldn't have put a tracker inside of Lagon so that they can get him. And, like, there's a lot of stuff Calder wouldn't have done if he was actually a triple agent, I think.
Hmm.
But also, I'm not mad at Wally.
I'm not mad at Wally at all. I think Wally has every right to be because like
Yeah.
he's involved, but he's not in the know,
Yeah.
clearly.
And he wanted to be out. Like, he wanted him and Artemis to be not involved with anything.
That's the
And
other thing. Yeah.
yeah, like the fact that his lady is with somebody that he's not sure if he can trust anymore.
Yep.
It like all the things. Because not only because it's double layered. The fact that she's in it at all is a problem.
Right.
And then the fact that he's curious about whether or not Calder is a double or triple agent is sprinkled on top of it.
Right.
And so yeah, Wally's stressed out
And every right to be.
and I understand why Wally's stressed out.
Yep.
So yeah. But since I know that he shouldn't be, I'm like, Wally, shut up. We're fine. Everything's good. This needed to happen. But on the outside, I'm like, no, Wally's right.
I think yeah, I still think he is for someone that's supposed to be, like I said, in the know with them. I know that Nightwing's like also trying to keep things close to the chest because this is a big thing to have gotten out if it gets out.
Yeah,
But like again, Artemis is up in there and Wally not being more in the know of things,
yeah.
I don't love that for him. And I am like,
Same.
yeah, stress, my
And
guy.
also, just a sidebar, they were talking about it, and I was like, Superboy has super hearing. Where is he right now? Because he's not supposed to know about this.
No.
So like, where is he? I feel like him knowing would have been fine.
Connor knowing?
Yes.
I don't know.
I also don't know. Like, I'm not 100% on that. Like, because we have to keep this very tight. Like, there's no way around that. But
But isn't there, so maybe the only reason for him not knowing too is like, didn't Meg, she did her little thing on him, right?
yeah, she got in his mind.
And so Nightwing doesn't want to risk that.
Well, but she could do that to him at any point. Like, she just has the ability to
Nightwing's
do
just
that.
overconfident though.
I guess. But I'm sure that Nightwing figures, McGann, because honestly, that's who should have known as McGann.
Eh.
I mean, and we see why, but also, she's been a little loosey goosey with her
Little,
powers.
yep. I don't know
Yeah.
about letting
But
her know.
the thing is, yeah, I don't know. I wanted people to know because I like people, and
Yeah,
I the thing that happened in 10,
yeah.
like, ooh. So she knows now. And anyway, let's talk about it.
Let's move on to it.
So, episode 10, Before the Dawn. We open in a flashback with Jaime's origin story. In today time, he wakes up in a pod and Calder is introduced to the Reach. They show him their operation, but they tell him that Blue Beetle is none of his damn business. Nightwing and the squad follow a shipment of newly captured people, and they try to find Lagan, and the Reach is discussing removing the Scarab from Jaime, which will kill him. The squad is able to free the hostages, and McGann runs into Calder and mind fucks him, which causes the psychic link to go down. She sees the truth, and Artemis is able to retreat with Calder. Black Beetle intercepts everyone as they are trying to escape, and he is beating their ass. Impulse frees Blue Beetle and lets him know that the real reason he came to the past was to stop the Reach apocalypse from happening. Jaime gives full control of the armor to the Scarab, and it is Blue Beetle versus Black Beetle. The squad is able to get everyone out and report their findings to the Justice League. But the Reach introduces themselves to the world, and G. Gordon is there to report that this is aliens done the right way.
Ah, yes.
And that's the episode.
Scene.
So, this is one of the episodes. You know, there are a lot of episodes I'm excited for you to get to,
Yeah.
but this was one of them. And you know exactly why. So, first, we start with Jaime's origin story, which
hmm
is pretty much he was minding his own business. He's a normal teenager in El Paso. He comes across the Scarab. It fuses to his spine. He's Blue Beetle now.
Boom.
So, that's the gist.
It's quickest, or just I was like, oh, a backstory, and then I was like, oh, that's
Oh,
it.
all right.
Oh, cool.
But that's how it happens. Like
That's it.
there's some rubble that he finds it in.
Okay.
Uh like he just kind of comes across it, and then yeah, it fuses to his
Boom.
spine because it's like, I choose you to be my new host. That's that's what it is.
All right.
So he wakes up in a pod, and the Scarab is translating everything for him, but the Scarab is disabled as far as armor and stuff inside of the
hmm
pod. And because yeah, they're like clicking, and they sound like,
Alien languaging-y. Yeah.
yeah, like Predator, I think kind of sounds like that.
Oh, scary.
Uh yeah, because Predator, yeah, he's got clicky noises. So yeah, they're, clicking and whatnot. And Calder shows up, and they're like, "Hello, we are the Reach."
What is up?
And this is what we're doing. We are, harvesting people for their metagenes. And Calder's
hmm
like, "So you're trying to weaponize superpowers?" They're like, "This one is sharp."
You got
Yeah, I didn't know this would be so
it.
smart. But yeah, and then they're like, "So I see everybody that I've found for you, because I've been bringing you some subjects. Where's Blue Beetle? He's
hmm
unaccounted for." And the ambassador's like, "Hey, mind your damn business.
Don't worry about it.
He is none of your concern. Yeah, I'm showing you the highlights, but don't you worry about him."
hmm
And Calder was like, "Got it."
Okay.
And so Nightwing and the squad to have a shipment. So we've seen some people be captured, and then we see Tim and Barbara like join them, and they're like, "Oh my God, what are you doing here?" And they're like, "Shut up. We're here to help."
Don't mess this up.
Yeah, don't mess this up. And Wonder Girl is asking the right questions, which I thought was hilarious.
hmm
Wonder Girl was like, "How do we know where Lagan is?"
Yep.
Oh, Aquaman found something.
Yep. Sure.
And how'd you know about this? Yep.
Yeah.
I
We
just know things.
did.
I do know about this. Here we
hmm
are. So I like to know things, and here we are. So we're doing it. So thank you for your questions. Very legitimate
Great
questions.
questions. Great questions. Great
Really,
questions.
really good
Stop.
questions. This is the detective work I like. But I need you to stop asking me questions right now.
We don't need it anymore.
Because yeah, we let's focus on the mission. Let's do the job.
Mhm.
And so they make the moves, and Jaime is still down there with the Reach, and the Reach is saying, because Black Beetle comes in, and they're like, we need to. I don't know why the scarab is acting weird, because that is a part of the like Blue Beetle's origin is the scarab was it's reached technology, it's brought to Earth, and it's used to take over.
Hmm.
And so yeah, Black Beetle, who I guess gets named in this episode. P.S. He's terrifying.
He seemed terrifying.
That's on purpose. Like Black
Yeah,
Beetle, I like as
wasn't
far as
vibing.
villains go, Black Beetle is a fucking problem.
Okay.
He is oh god, like and you saw in this episode like you don't want it with him.
No,
He all that entire squad couldn't hang with him.
no.
But he's basically like, yeah, this thing needs to be rebooted. And she's like, well, I mean, in order to do that, we probably have to take it off of him, and taking it off of him will kill him. And Black Beetle says something that I'm sure you hated. Meat is abundant here.
My favorite is when they do that stuff so
Where they
much.
talk about meat.
Beat. Ugh. The
Oh
moment
God.
I had to take a moment and I was like, one of these.
Yeah. And
Oh.
the guy who voices Black Beetle, I love him. I've really only seen him in Underworld, but I like him. He was the
Hmm.
perfect guy to do this. Like they could not have gotten a better voice actor for Black Beetle, in my opinion.
He's good.
He's so good. Like again, he makes you uncomfortable.
Yep.
The voice fits. Yeah, all of it. Everything about it. I'm like, yeah. But
Yuck.
yeah, Jaime, again, they're translating and they're basically saying, like, yeah, we're gonna have to kill him to get that thing off of him and reboot it and all that.
Yeah.
So, um, we see the squad. They are able to get in there and free the hostages. They find all of their people that have been captured. Uh, and one of the things that happened whenever McGann got into the water and then like shrunk,
Yeah.
and then because I had to rewind it because I was like, did she just shrink?
For the compression.
Yeah, I didn't think about it, and then whenever one of them was like, "Hey, are you smaller?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh yeah, the water pressure," and yeah, I just had to, and then yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay." See,
Sure, yeah.
that's one of those things wouldn't have even crossed my mind,
Wouldn't have crossed my mind either. Because I was
but
like, I noticed her get smaller and I was like, okay.
yeah,
And
like
then the
they
comment
made
was made.
sure we knew that she got
That's why.
smaller, and I was like, "Why? Why?" And then
Yep.
yeah, whenever they explain, I was like, "See, that's why I fuck with this show because." That's something that if I would have thought about, I would have been like, that water pressure should have been all that because,
Right.
if we're anytime they give us numbers, we're going to talk about it.
I love an equation for me to mess with.
But in this situation, whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, see, y'all are doing more thinking than I am because I didn't catch that one.
Nope.
Because yeah, I was like, why did that happen? And then yeah, good. I'm glad that y'all did that. I like it. So she frees, she's freeing people. Everybody's getting freed. Everything is good. Because I was surprised that they were left conscious inside of the things.
Yeah.
That was a surprise. Also, the fact that Shimmer was in one of them,
Weird.
I was like, oh, so y'all don't know, like, because I thought she was with y'all,
I was confused by that.
and she because yeah, I was too, but then yeah, whenever she started, doing what I expected her to do, I was like, "Oh, okay,
No, it makes
whatever.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I got it." So yeah, they're all getting freed. Everything is going well, and McGann runs into like Calder's minding his own business. He's on a
Yeah.
stroll,
Chilling.
and then you murder. And Calder, you see in his eyes, he's like, "Oh shit."
Mm-hmm.
Because Martians are a problem in any situation.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know what happened, and he knows what she can do.
Yep.
I don't know if he knows what she has been doing since he hasn't been in the day to day.
But he knows what she is capable
He does.
at least some capacity as a Martian of what she can do.
Yeah, he is aware enough of her abilities to know that he is in
Uh,
trouble.
yeah.
And so she focuses so much attention on him that she drops the psychic link.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like, no, I'm gonna need you to have my
Full
undivided
attention.
attention. And it takes her a couple tries to get in there. Like he tries to resist, maybe,
Yeah,
or she just. But yeah, once she gets in there, she goes through his entire life,
the
like
whole
from
thing.
episode 1 to
Recap.
today. Yeah, we get a full recap of everything he's been through, and then once she finishes, all of a sudden, this is the thing that makes her, I guess, consider the morality of her actions.
Dude, yeah. Like, well, Megan's been upsetting me with her willy-nilliness
Uh-huh.
of again, she has the potential to be so cool, like her uncle. Well, she not saying she isn't cool. She's a very cool character. I'm agreeing with that. I'm just she's acting up
Hmm.
a lot, and she is not utilizing her abilities in a
In
way.
a humane way.
Yeah. And
She's way more gray than Jean is.
yes, incredibly so.
And the thing is, the problem is, I'm here for
I
it.
know you are.
Yeah.
And I could even be more in agreement with it if it weren't for like I could try to be in agreement of the argument of, well, she's been doing it to bad guys. And correct. And then also in this situation, in her mind, arguably correct.
As far as she knew, that's what this was.
However, she finds out very quickly
Yeah.
she was not correct.
Yeah, she just destroyed her good friend's mind.
Crushed it.
And look, he wasn't drooling.
No, but it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. And and yeah, she sees everything because she could have seen where he didn't kill Artemis and then stop. No, she saw everything.
She said, let me just make this as terrible as possible.
Yeah. I'm just gonna turn your brain into mush.
Yep.
And yeah, again, he wasn't drooling, but Artemis was like, "What did you do?"
Yeah. Like, what the hell going?
Yeah. And Beast Boy had no idea. Like, he's just
No.
oblivious. So, he attacks her and she does ninja smoke. And, like, I'll take mine, you take yours. You're lucky, boy. And honestly, she would have beat his ass.
Oh,
But
easily.
luckily, didn't need to come to that. So, McGann is shooketh. She is broken right now.
Oh,
Like,
completely.
she traumatized herself.
Yes.
And again, this is the thing that needed to happen for her to be like, I probably,
Need to chill out a little bit.
yeah, like this willy-nilly thing might not, at
Might
this,
not be the best route of thinking
yeah. And because it's a
of
situation where it's like, it's fine if you use it on the bad guys, but whenever you end up not using it on the, like, so yeah, she's having a crisis right
it. It
now.
also like fully because not to say that she's ignorant of what she is capable of or what she is doing to everybody, but she's fully aware of what she's doing to them. If she is this regretful suddenly
Hmm.
and questioning, because it's bringing more stuff into question, very much so for her right now. And so I'm like, oh, so you're fully aware of and
How
just
you're leaving these people.
and you just don't care. And now that it's actually an issue,
Yeah.
you're like,
Because And again, I think whenever we're looking at who was happening to, when she did it to Simon, that made sense.
Simon's the
Because,
one that made the most sense to me
yes, but that's the
out
thing,
of
like,
anything and everything.
it got grayer and grayer.
Yeah,
Because with Simon, we understand.
do what you
Not,
got to do to
yeah,
him.
not only it was selfish because she did it so that she could keep her secret,
Yes,
but in the long run, we probably don't need him. Like, what he's doing to people's minds is also a problem. Like,
right.
the way that he is psychically manipulating people. And that's why Superboy says to her, "You're no better than Simon." Like, that's why
You're
that
doing the
line
same stuff.
stung so
Yeah.
much. So, her doing that to Simon made sense, even though the reason she did it was selfish. ultimately that was a net positive
Yes.
because now he is not psychically manipulating innocence.
Right.
Whenever she was doing it to Krolataeans, it was like, ah, okay.
Just for the hell of it is what it felt like.
Yeah, like they're a little less like that's a little less justifiable.
Right.
Because Jean was trying to do it in a humane way. Like whenever he was interrogating the one, like he was actually just asking questions
Just easy
as
little
opposed to literally just running a car through a door. He was knocking on the door.
gently.
And yeah, McGann just ran a car through the door and got everything she needed, and that thing is done. And so now we're here. And now she has to come to terms with what she's been doing.
Yep.
Because now she's done it to her friend, who she knows is her friend.
Yep.
And she can't even process the fact that like this whole secret was made without ever like she can't even that's we can't do that right now.
Nope.
I just have to like I destroyed his mind and I shouldn't have. And regrets and all that. So, yeah, I wanted you to see her do that to him
Ugh.
because that was the thing that I need. I was like, "Oh yeah, I want Cassidy to see that right there." Because we've been talking about her flippant use of her powers.
Just you get a mind crush. You get a mind crush. Like she just be doing it like that.
Yep, anybody can get some of this
Mm-hmm.
because and honestly, whenever she and Simon fought earlier,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Is Simon gonna walk away from this?"
Right.
Because now she'd just be doing whatever.
Right.
Because yeah, Shimmer got put to sleep, and the way she looked at Simon and the fear in Simon's,
You would
uh,
have thought he was gonna get
yeah,
obliterated.
you would have thought he shit himself.
Yep.
But yeah, because she was like, "Hello, Simon," and Martian,
Yeah.
like yeah, and I was like, Simon, that was the correct way to feel because my lord.
Kevin.
So, uh, all that happens. Black Beetle shows up because everybody's trying to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Beetle just kind of like puts his hand in the wall and then like shit happens. Because one of the things that Wonder Girl says is, "Oh, their fleet, their things remind me of Blue Beetle's armor."
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, huh, funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. So, yeah, Black Beetle intercepts them, and he's not the baddest man in the room because he's on his own ship, but he's just the baddest man in the room. They can't do anything about him. He
No.
is too fucking much for them. Black Beetle is a problem, like I
Yeah.
said. And so he is putting a pause on everybody.
Yeah.
And Batgirl, I think, is like, hey, we're down to just me. Like,
And I'm just me.
I'm a human girl.
I
Ah,
cannot.
because he's a problem. Like,
Yeah.
even when Miss Martian density shifted through the wall, I think the reason he knew she was there is because he was connected to the ship, because she was, I think, still invisible.
Yeah.
But and
I
he
hate it.
thought the quickness with which he thought to
The
shift the
distance,
density in the
yeah.
wall, I was like, oh, and he's got battle IQ. Oh
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
this isn't good for y'all.
Oh, yeah.
And while all this is happening, we see that Impulse is super speeding his way to try to find Blue Beetle because he's like, no, I'm going to get my friend.
Right.
And we see a little flashback, or I'm sorry, a flash forward.
Flash forward,
Yeah, a
flashback.
flash forward, and we see that Impulse s- slavery and Blue Beetle is the slave master or
Yeah.
the one running the show, and he's all huge and gross. like Black Beetle.
Yeah.
And so we see that he says to Jaime, like, I am really here so that that shit doesn't happen. Like, I cannot have you. And it's like, oh, so that's why you're being friends with him. That's why you're just hanging out. That's why you're trying
Trying
to just be his boy.
influence. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to make sure that doesn't happen. And Jaime's like, yeah, I can't let that happen.
No.
And so Jaime comes across Black Beetle, and the Scarab is like, hey, he's too much, and you don't know how to do everything. You have got to give me control, because I will fight him and save us. And Jaime's like, do it. Because, and I was like, oh, is that what I wanted the whole time?
That's okay. For me, with no context of Blue Beetle, Black, any of the Beetleness, I hated that moment very
Mm-hmm.
much. It scared me very much because I was like, okay, is this just one of those cases where it's like the Scarab fully takes over at some point and is actually like, so I didn't like that
Yeah.
for my lack of knowledge, potentially, mainly that, but I was just like, no, if he, we can't let it have full control. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah. I think that, so, of course, I already know what happens, but I
Yes.
already have some history with Blue Beetle.
Yes.
And so if I hadn't seen this show before, then I would have been like, oh no, the Reach, like what they said was, like, this is our thing. We need to, regain control of it. I don't know why it's acting up. And I don't know what they were able to get done. So I'm like, no, no, if you let the Scarab have control, you're going to belong to them now. Oh no.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's exactly. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. Clearly, there's something funky going on with whatever the scarab is, and I
yeah.
need you to not fully give in to it right now.
Yeah, that was my thought is like I don't want you to give the Scarab full control because what if he's
Because what?
playing for them like
Yeah.
but um the Scarab is just like, "Hey, you're my host. We're in this together. I'm an aggressive symbiote pretty much."
Yeah,
And so yeah, he gives it full control and they start fighting.
they do.
Black Beetle is still too much,
Do
but he does offer enough distraction for Batgirl to be like, hey, we can get everybody. Like, Blue Beetle is distracting Black Beetle. Let's get everybody where they need to be.
Yep.
And fucking Shimmer, still on the side of evil,
Yep.
accidentally puts a hole in the wall.
Like she was funny for that. Just in the sense of like when she was like, "Oh my gosh," and I was like, "What do you mean, oh my girl,
Same.
girl,
I was like, what,
girl,
all right.
you did that."
Yeah, that was
So
you.
don't act surprised.
Yeah, that was you.
Acted like you weren't there.
And so it's a good thing she did because that's what allows Blue Beetle to get got. So
Yeah.
Lagan was useful.
Yay.
Yeah,
Good job for once, my guy.
yeah, you did a good thing.
Ooh.
So yeah, he's able to pick up Blue Beetle, and Nightwing reports to the Watchtower and is like, yeah, this is a full scale invasion,
Yep.
and we need to alert the public. And then he was like, about that. I think Aquaman was like, about that. Turns on the
Yeah.
TV, and we see the Reach ambassador shaking hands, and G. Gordon is
Ah,
like, look at this.
the best way for this to happen. Da
Yeah,
da
this
da
is,
da.
they did it the right way. They filled out the right paperwork. This is what we need, because them Justice League secret aliens, we still don't like that.
No.
So yeah, G. Gordon is like, I fucks with these aliens because they introduce themselves like gentlemen.
They knocked on the door. Da da
Yeah.
da.
And yeah, they were like, we, the Reach, are peaceful. Our resources are your resources,
Hmm.
yada, yada. And I just want to say the Krellitanians were the problem.
Yeah.
And the Reach and the Krellitaeans aren't exactly friends. So it was really easy for the Reach to say, we're the good ones
Yep.
because we're not with those little ugly ones. Like, look at me. I'm humanoid enough to
I
pass.
look normally enough-ish.
Yeah, like I'm blue, but like I'm normal height. I speak great English.
Beautifully.
And so yeah, we're here to be friends. We love Earth. Yay, Earth.
Yay.
And so yeah, Nightwing was like, fuck, they beat us to the punch. They're shaping the narrative. This is not what we needed.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that these episodes kind of ran as a part one, part two.
hmm
So what did you think of this episode?
I enjoy it was back to action constantly the whole time, and I was worried I wasn't going to keep up with it because of it, because it was just going, but I think they paced it really well and I had a good time with
I think
it.
since Black Beetle was fighting everybody, you were like, oh, okay, it's just one guy versus yeah.
Them.
And yeah, he was too much.
Yeah. No, had a good time. Like again, the McGann revelation, that whole thing was just very satisfying is not the word, but like a good watch to have happen because of how frustrated I have been over that so far this season. And I'm just like, I'm upset over Calder, but I was just like, good. I'm glad you're upset, girl. Not the right time. You need to get out of there, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, you kind of suck.
So so what do you think happens now? Because Calder is a vegetable, as far as we know.
He'll be fine because he's Calder.
Okay.
That's my hopes and dreams, and belief. We'll see. But I'm curious what kind of to put it kindly, what kind of spiraling it could cause out of McGann because she's known to spiral a little bit.
A little bit.
Um,
And whenever Beast Boy was on the bioship kind of explaining what happened, you saw Connor respond.
mhm.
Because Beast Boy was like, and you should have seen what she did to Calder. I mean, it didn't look like much, but it probably would have been fun to be in the mines. And he was pretty much like, you did what?
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
So very much curious to see
And one
the
of the
aftermath
problems
there.
is everybody else in the room is gonna be like, you did a good thing. Like that's how Beast
Yep.
Boy feels. Beast Boy's like, she did a great job fucking him up forever.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I wonder if Nightwing will say anything.
And that brings up my earlier point of just like not necessarily related to why I brought it up earlier, but do they even know that she was in Connor's mind before messing around? And
I
then
do wonder that because
because
like I wonder what they know about the breakup
yeah, because I say all of that because it doesn't matter who she's done this to, Connor's been upset about it
every time.
every time.
Because
And so,
he is upset by her use of her powers and the invasiveness
yes.
and because I mean along with the fact of like his own history,
Yes.
the lack of humanity that comes with the invasion is its own problem.
Yeah. So it makes me curious how Nightwing will
But
react. Like if
I
he's just
I'm
like,
gonna
well,
say that they don't know because you
yeah,
remember earlier McGann was like, "Well, why haven't you told Nightwing?"
yeah,
So I guess Nightwing is not aware of how she's been collecting information, or rather, how her collection of information has been leaving the victim.
I would think it based off of the lack of reactions overall. Yeah, I would think so. The only
'And clearly Artemis
John's
didn't
got to
know
be the
because
only one that would know that's what's fully going on,
that is probably true.
other than Connor.
Yeah, because Artemis was like, "Oh my God, what did you do?"
Yeah,
So
yeah, curious,
yeah,
curious, curious.
yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
I know what happens, but
You
like,
do.
I wonder what your thoughts were. Where you like what's going on in your head? Because this is the halfway point for this
Yeah.
season, and
Wow.
so yeah, this one's a 20.
Okay.
So yeah, we are at the halfway point for this season, and what a halfway point it is. And
Truly.
it's like Calder, he just got in the light,
He did. He
just
just
got in the light,
accomplished his little goal.
and the light's probably gonna have to be like, yeah, Martians are ew. We need one. We should find one because we need to
Oh.
get us a Martian. But they'll probably try to have Simon fix him if he even can.
He'll get fixed. It's fine.
Who knows?
You do.
I do. I do indeed. But
My
yeah,
hopes and dreams.
I wonder. So you predict that Calder will be okay?
I'm just gonna say that for the sake of my sanity. Yeah.
Okay.
How upset was I the first, what, 3 episodes of the season for him not even existing in them? So I've gotta be
Yeah.
hopeful.
I'm sure you were like, why couldn't it be Artemis?
What? How dare you?
Oh, how dare I?
No
Oh,
one,
okay.
no one deserves what Megan's doing to people.
Correct.
I
You're
would
right.
be, I would be just as ups. No, I
No, you
would
wouldn't.
be, no, I would be upset if it happened to
Of
Artemis.
course.
I'm not gonna say I would be just as upset. There's
Yeah.
like 2 other characters I would be just upset, and it's not Artemis, but
Yeah.
like,
If it was Wolf, yeah, you
well,
would have been like,
oh no,
oh,
you can't touch
get her
Wolf.
out of here. Yeah.
Can't touch Wolf. I was like, Wolf would have hated, Nightwing would have hated, Wally, all of them hated.
Everybody
Um,
else,
Artemis, I would have been like, well, that's stupid and that
like, oh
sucks and I
no.
hate it.
Like,
Well,
I
Artemis
hate
would
that
have
she
been
did that to
left
Artemis.
done for too.
Yeah.
If Calder's that messed up after that, like Artemis would have been
Done.
done, not there at all, ever. Like extra fried vegetable.
Yeah. But the reason she did it is because she said murderer.
Yeah.
So a great 2 episodes because they gave us a lot. We learned like we actually see Black Beetle because we saw like his silhouette or whatever.
The whispers of him.
Yeah, we had heard him say some things, but like
Yes.
we got to see him cook.
Yeah.
He's too much.
He's scary.
We learned that Jaime's scarab belongs to the evil alien antagonists that are like here trying to take over the earth.
Yep.
We don't love that.
Don't like that at all.
Yeah,
That makes
there
me anxious.
and we learned that there are other beetles because
Yeah.
and of different colors.
Mm.
And we learned that McGann learned something.
She learned a
Perhaps,
lot today.
yes, perhaps we are watching character development in action.
Ah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, but at the expense of Calder's brain.
Yep.
But anything else in these episodes?
I just need to sit and think and be with them for a bit.
McGann also just needed to sit and think.
Yeah.
That is how
Oof.
she ended the episode.
Oh.
Was like, because yeah, Garfield had to be like, "Hey, we got shit to do."
We gotta go. We gotta move. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're doing something. We're in the middle of something right now.
Yep.
So get it together. So, all right. In the next episode, we will be discussing season 2, episodes 11 and 12. So until then.